I mean, even if it's showing up for class, which I shouldn't really talk about because I know very little about that, but I assume. You know, it's hard to show up. It's hard to start. It's hard to do the things that aren't glamorous. It's hard to do the things that you don't get huge acclaim for. But you know what? Today, you guys showed up like nothing else. It's really, really awesome. So a lot of applause for your amazing selves for walking in the rain. Woo! So today, when you guys finish the walk, we need everybody to register, put down that you walked a mile, and on these cards, you guys are going to have an opportunity to check a box off and say what you want your mile to count for. When we started these walks, we were just focused on giving shoes. It was about how can we pick a walk, understand what it's like to not have a pair of shoes. And like I said, we started, you know, it started with 1 mile in Nashville, I guess over a year ago, and, you know, us going, hey, let's buy 1 pair of shoes at a time, and thousands of shoes were bought. 1 person at a time, buying a pair of shoes, giving them away. And that's an amazing thing because it's compiling. It's all these little actions that become something huge. Now we want you guys to make sure that every single mile, just by showing up, you guys don't have to do anything else. Just by showing up and walking with us today, you guys are going to make a difference. Now, it's only $1. We're giving $1 for everybody that showed up. But it's that push for you guys to realize that just by coming, you've done something. When you check the box off on these little cards, everybody, I want you to register. You can help build a clean water well. You can help provide shoes. You can help build a school. You can help provide medicine to pregnant mothers that need medicine to make sure that they don't pass on HIV to their children. Which, by the way, it costs 33 cents a day for a mother that's pregnant with HIV. If she gets it the last month of her pregnancy and takes 33 cent a day drug, down to 2%, she cannot pass on HIV to her unborn child. They've got it down to 2% of the kids only get it. And in 10 years, it's gone from 60% to 2% from the research that's done in the hospital that you guys can help fund. So that's worth $1. Tell me about it. So the things that we're doing, it's not just shoes, it's not just a school, it's not just drilling a well, it's all the things that we have available to us, asking ourselves what small things can we do every day to make a difference. As we finish this thing, you know, a lot of times people are asking us about why Africa. You know, there's been a lot of rock stars, Madonna's bought babies, and, you know, people have gone to Africa, and, you know, that often kind of confuses us about whether the job has been done yet. And we're here just another band talking about Africa. You know, the reason we felt like this was important was because, not just because we saw poverty for the first time or that we saw kids struggling with disease, because we've been lucky in our lives to get to see Latin America, get to see Southeast Asia, places where there's issues with poverty all over the world. But what happened in Africa for us was we saw ourselves as parents and the kids that are born with HIV and AIDS, this disease that is targeting the people that are the working class, the people that are the moms and dads, the people that are keeping the society together. They're all dying. You have grandparents caring for kids that already have HIV from the day they're born, and they have 3 years to live when they're born with AIDS. So you ask yourself, is this our problem? Well, you know what? We can just wait 10 years and we'll see. You know, we'll see if history judges us on what we didn't do. Africa is not a cause for celebrities. It's not a cause for people of means that have time to fly across Africa and hug babies. It's a cause for individuals with day jobs, with ideas, with student loans, trying to get through every day. It's a job for individuals. It's a job for us to say, you know what? We can do this in our life, not after we've succeeded. Because if everybody waits till after you've succeeded, then it'll never happen. We have a certain amount of things that history will judge us by, and our kids will ask us about when they're going to school. They'll ask, well, what happened in Africa? Africa is this great symbol for all of us of what happens when silent things are ignored. When you ignore, and the silent things are the things that sneak up on us. If it was loud, if it was obnoxious, if it made our lives inconvenient, we would change it in a second. But when we went to Africa, it took us flying across to Africa to meet doctors that were doing research on AIDS for pregnant mothers to realize that our hometown, Tulsa, was on the top of the list of AIDS cases in America. New York, San Francisco, Tulsa. Why is that? What a weird thing. We didn't know that until we went there. Until we flew across Africa. We sat there with doctors that were doing the work. So you guys today, you did something real. It's not just a demonstration. It's not an idea for us to get awareness out to the people around us, though it's good that somebody might stop and go, what the crap's going on over there? This is about action. This is about the people that are standing here with cold feet. I have cold feet. In fact, I don't actually have feet right now, technically. I can't feel them. We are the ones that are making a difference. This is about you guys. You know, over and over and over, huge changes that happen in the world come from a small group of individuals saying the status quo just isn't right. I'm not happy with this. And what happens in Africa may seem like it's not our problem right now, but what we decide to do with the things that we don't have to do will judge us, will make the difference in the things that are right in front of us. When we come back to our town, when we ask ourselves what makes a difference to our family, our friends, or the things that aren't that necessary, that we're not being forced to do, it's going to change our perspective on what difference we can make on those things. And if you guys didn't do anything else, except for show up here and walk in the rain, then we would be pleased and we would be inspired to walk another mile ourselves. It makes a huge difference to us. So thank you guys for coming with us today. We have these little cards. Woo-hoo! I really want to impress upon you guys, it makes a difference. Please put your name down or your mile won't be counted because we can't know that you walked unless you tell us. And there's these 5 boxes. Check one off and decide what your walk is going to go to support. It means that we're going to take $1 out of our wallet, put it in your name, and give it to make something real happen. When you guys leave here, I want you to go check out takethewalk.net. It'll show you a little bit more about these causes. It'll show you about the status. We've got about 3,500 miles that we've walked so far. We're trying to get 24,902, which is enough to get all the way around the world. And today, you guys made a dent in that thing today. It's not just about getting around the world. It's a symbol of how we can start small and do something great. And we're going to reach that goal. I know it. Because you guys have shown up in the rain, and that's a strong statement. One other thing before we wrap up. We have this book, which you guys are going to be able to get pretty soon, which is it's a really beautiful book. It's from pictures of us being in Africa and meeting these different people. It's going to raise money for the 5 causes. It'll be available soon. We also recorded some music for it. So grab a flyer. You'll find out about it. And soon it'll be available for you guys to check out. So that's something that, if you're interested, you'll also be able to find out soon. And it makes a difference when you buy that book as well. So you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for coming out today. It's going to be kind of loud in here, so I really want you guys to yell this loud, all right? We're going to wrap it up. I want you to say, I took the walk! I took the walk! And one more time, I want you guys to be a little bit hoarse now. 1, 2, 3! I took the walk! That was awesome. Thank you guys so much. Let me hang around for just a second while you guys come up and sign up for the walk cards. All right.
Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
For walking.
Well, you creatively started opportunity.